it's Julie. I decided to start a new video series where I will be reading dramatically my short stories from my previous newsletters. For this first short story, I will be, of course, starting with the first newsletter I ever released, which was in October 2019. So since I had released a story in October, I decided to go with something a little bit more creepy. I wouldn't say complete horror, but a little bit more towards the horror side. This was actually a short story I had written in high school that I kind of revamped and did a little bit of work on. What was kind of nice is the assignment had been, we were studying Shakespeare at the time, and so the assignment had been that we needed to take as many sentences or turns of phrases, expressions, and words that Shakespeare himself had kind of invented, and we had to put as many as we could into the short story. And essentially we got points for the more expressions we had, the more points we got onto the assignment. So for any Shakespeare fans out there, you'll probably recognize a lot of the words and phrases. And, if you want to, for the fun of it, you can count how many you can find and kind of just for your own enjoyment. And for everyone else, well, you can simply enjoy the story. So let's begin. Murder Most Foul by Julie Aubuguedet. Moi. I shall tell you a story in remembrance of things past, of things that are, and of things yet to come. A story so heinous that it smells to heaven. It all started at the very witching time of the night, when the boundary between earth and hell is merely a feeble cloud. 4 of my friends, Alex, Harold, Jill, Cynthia, and I, decided to go to the park, for it was a warm night. I should have known then that the warm air wasn't some good fortune, but the fiery air of the underworld. However, in my adolescent innocence, I couldn't see the ungodliness of the night. The memories are faded and murky, but, if I remember well, we had a fire going. We were laughing and having fun. Then, we needed more wood. Jill volunteered to go. I am unsure how long she was gone. A chill passed my body. Then out of nowhere, a strident shriek filled the air. I ran to where the shriek had come from. The darkness pressed in, yet there was no mistaking it. A body. At least, a part of a body. Jill's body. I dared to look around me, and how I wished that I hadn't, because the remaining pieces of Jill were scattered around the clearing. I wanted to scream, to run, yet all I could do was stare. I backed away slowly until I reached the fire pit. Thankfully, Cynthia was there. She had also witnessed the horrid sight. We stayed there, huddled together, for the longest time, hoping that the others were still alive and well. The trees waved in the whistling wind, in the too quiet night. I think I may have fallen asleep for a moment, because only the embers of the fire remained. I tried to relight the fire. Suddenly, a bright light of flames came roaring into camp. It kept roaring. How could you? How could you? It was then that I realized it was Harold. I could still hear his voice screaming in my head now. We tried to stop the flames, but it was too late. He was gone. I think that is what made us leave to find Alex. Cynthia just wanted to leave, but I knew we needed to find Alex. We couldn't just leave him behind. We did find him, and more like, he found us. He had been skinned alive. In a gargled voice he uttered, "It's not human. Go now." His body stopped moving. Cynthia started towards him, tears streaking her face. Why us? I remembered his warning, so I stopped her and explained. What's done is done. He's as dead as a doornail, while we still have a chance of escaping the same doom that befell our friends. I started dragging her along, when an obscure creature seized her. I could have continued running, but I needed to confront it. I howled, "Leave my friend alone, and take me instead." With an inhuman voice it cackled. "The problem is, I have you already." It turned around, and whatever courage I had mustered disintegrated when I saw what it was. Its presence only means hate. Its hands only shed blood. Its heart only seeks to kill and to create pain. It was the devil incarnate itself. It was a demonic, godless, ignoble, sacrilegious, malevolent beast. Words could not describe the foulness that was this infamous brute. It advanced towards me, but then I woke up. It had been a dream, only a silly dream. Except it wasn't a dream. We found the bodies, killed exactly how you described. The inspector watched the teen. They had found her alone in the apartment she lived in. No signs of parents and no name. She was too calm as she told her unbelievable story. She sat there as if she was simply telling him a scary story and not describing the horrible murder of her supposed friends. We still haven't found Cynthia. Where is she? Is she also dead? I tried to remember. The memories didn't make sense. I think the monster took her. Yes, it strangled her and took her away. So after witnessing these terrible murders, you didn't call 911? You didn't get help? You just went home to bed like nothing happened? Nothing happened. It was a dream. Or was it? The hands strangling Cynthia were the beast hands. Or were they my hands? Was Cynthia yelling, "Why to the night?" Or was she looking at me? Was it the fire I was trying to light? Or was it Harold? And Jill. I had gone with Jill to find firewood. The laughter. We weren't laughing together. They were laughing at me. They weren't my friends. They mocked me. They shamed me. They didn't know. Cynthia was as white as the driven snow after she stopped breathing. After I strangled her, she was left in a special place, asleep like a princess. Her head cocked to the side, and she laughed, an unnatural sound. The lights flickered. The deputy in the room with them, as well as the girl's assigned lawyer, backed away, the deputy pulling his gun out. The inspector held his hand up. It's okay, deputy. Just calm down. Go help the search. We have a location now. The unnamed girl kept looking at the inspector menacingly. Then her look softened back to her teen-like innocence. She held her head down in shame. I know it was me. I have no excuse. Lock me up and never let me out. I am too dangerous. He cuffed her and led her back to his cell. It had been the strangest and most gruesome case he had ever worked on. Tell me, what is your name? I don't know. I was someone once, but I don't know anymore. Inspector, you are my friend, right? As he walked out, the girl's voice changed into a deep growl. She smiled, staring forward at the wall, her words sending a chill up his spine. I like having friends. The end. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Feel free to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this story and would like to have more, you can sign up for my Patreon, where you'll be the first to be able to see my new videos. You can also sign up for my newsletter, where you will get new short stories every month, as well as book reviews, and of course any sneak peeks and special deals when I release my books. So thank you so much, and your support is appreciated one way or the other. Have a wonderful day. Bye.